Shields, when it comes to gear, passion, and sports, we're right there with you. Presents an Albert Outdoors video production. Wildlife Pursuit.
Let's go, see if we can't find a moose. This guarantees me a Boone and Crockett bull moose, correct? Absolutely. Very cool, very cool. Good morning to me, moose hunting. Just need to find Mr. Bullwinkle. It's been cold, rainy, snowy, and wind like unbelievable. You know, this place has never been hunted up until Sam bought this place last year, so the potential to shoot a big one is here. That's it right there. Here.
It happened fast.
Down.
What's interesting about all these opportunities that exist in either our backyard or a few miles down the road or plane ride away is that we all have the same love for the outdoors. This week we're in Buffalo, North Dakota, a wonderful small community with a rich heritage. And this week's staff member, Craig Wendt, calls this home. What's interesting though, as I continue to think about that, is whether you're from a small town like Craig or one of the largest cities in the US, these opportunities are there and available and exist for all of us. And that's the conduit that we all love. When we get to those hunts and we meet people from new places, it doesn't matter where you're from or what your hometown name is, we're all there for the same reason, to enjoy the outdoors. We encourage you as you watch this week to think about those opportunities that exist, those special destinations that maybe you've always wanted to go to, and try to reach out and make that happen. Because as we've found with producing the show, those are some of the greatest times and moments we've had in the outdoors.
Wildlife Pursuit, brought to you by Shields. Ready for your next adventure? Welcome to Shields. The best brands, quality gear, and expert advice. Shields.
Getting to Silsby Lake Lodge, we ended up flying right out of Fargo up to Winnipeg, and then we went through customs. There we boarded another plane and flew directly right up to Silsby. Up there, Sam has built his private runway next to the lake, and so there, we took a short little boat ride over to the cabin. To give you an idea whereabouts we're at, we're 300 miles north of Winnipeg and approximately 90 miles southeast of Thompson, Manitoba. Now there's a couple different ways to get up to his lodge. Obviously you can fly out of Fargo like what we did, or you can drive up to Winnipeg, and then at that point Sam will take care of all the arrangements to get you up to the lodge. It is a fantastic place to go. The only way to get there is by plane. There's no roads. This is a very remote area. And I tell you, I'm pretty excited to go moose hunting up here. Sam just purchased this place a couple of years ago, and up until he took over, there's been no moose hunting up here. So, you know, the expectations to find a giant moose are high.
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Beautiful day, huh?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Morning.
How are we doing? Alex?
Well,
Nice
we
to
just
meet you.
arrived here at Silsby Lake Lodge, and it is a beautiful day out. Probably 60 degrees, no wind. Perfect moose hunt.
And this guarantees me a Boone and Crockett bull moose, correct?
Absolutely.
Hear that?
You're legal. Nothing to it.
What are the regulations and rules up here with boats and motors and hunting them? Is there anything we
It's legal as long as the motor is shut off.
shut off? Okay.
Yeah, when you're
So you can shoot from the boat because
Yes.
there's really no places to walk around up here, from what I remember.
No, there's the bush is so thick that most of the hunting would be done from the boat, or there is some higher rock bluffs or
Okay.
stuff where you can get up in glass and listen and
Okay.
hunt like that.
Okay.
So
Well, there is my Manitoba moose tag, my first one. Pretty excited. Well, once we got to Silsby, one of the most effective ways to hunt these moose up there is by boat. So what we do is we kind of drive around to the calm side of, find those bays, and we start calling and, just try and get them out of the big timber. I mean, you can't walk, it's too thick, there's bogs everywhere. And so really it's the middle of the rut up there. We're trying to call them and bring them out and bring them to the water. And it is just a fantastic way to hunt. When they start calling back and grunting, it's a lot of fun. The excitement gets pretty high.
Well, we were just cruising to our next spot, and I spotted a cow out in the water. And looking a little further, there's a bull back in there in the trees too. We can't tell how big he is right now, but I'm gonna sneak up and get a little closer. 92 yards to the shoreline. 142 to the cattails. I know.
Doesn't have any pad on his right side, does he?
No. He's just a young bull. He's not leaving that cow at all.
First full morning of hunting here at Silsby, and we had a good morning. We saw a really big cow and a pretty decent bull next to her. And this is a 6-day hunt, and we still got 5.5 days of hunting left here. And this place has never been hunted up until Sam bought this place last year. So the potential to shoot a big one is here, and the weather's only supposed to get better. So it was a nice bull, but we got a lot of hunt left. So I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, the weather's supposed to change here tonight and get a lot cooler. So looking forward to it. We're gonna have a little lunch, and we'll get back out after it this afternoon.
Well, it's our first full day at Silsby. The sun is just starting to set, and we did one more call sequence. And across the bay, we heard one grunting and kind of breaking some sticks. So we're gonna gradually kind of roll our way over there and see if we can't see him. Hopefully he'll poke his head out. That's it right there. Very cool, very cool. We've had a pretty good day finding moose, haven't we? Well, the sun is just starting to set. The moon's coming up just like this morning, and we saw 4 moose today. 2 cows and 2 bulls. And that's just a little guy over there. But we called them in from probably, I don't know, a mile away.
Well, day one up at Silsby was just a fantastic day. Right off the bat, we spotted a nice bull and a cow, and it was a beautiful day. They were at the water's edge. And it was a nice bull. We elected to pass on this one. It was the first day, and I tell you, the day only got better. We saw a couple more cows, and then right at the last part of the day, the evening, we called a nice little bull out from the big trees and brought him all the way to the water. So after day one, excitement was pretty high. It was a little warm, but they said it was supposed to get cooler later in the week. And so we were pretty excited for day two.
Wildlife Pursuit. Brought to you by Dead Down Wind, a premium supplier of quality scent prevention products. Real science, real results.
Well, day two at Silsby actually started out pretty good. It was cooler. The sun was out. It was a little foggy, but we got to the bay where we were trying to get to. We started calling, and we just weren't having much luck. So we decided to try another spot. And on the way over there, we actually spotted a cow and a calf up kind of on this rocky hill. And so we were pretty excited that they were up and moving around. But I tell you what, it wasn't long after that, and the rain clouds started to come in, the wind picked up. It wasn't good. The moose hunting basically came to an end. So day two was kind of shut down for us.
Well, this is what afternoon of day 3 looks like. And it is gusting 30 to 40 miles an hour, sheets of rain. It almost looks like it's snowing at time. Just a miserable day to be out hunting. I think we're probably going to give the afternoon a break and try it first thing in the morning. Hopefully this blows over tonight, but it's unbelievable. And we're kind of in a bay over here, so we're protected a little bit, so I can't imagine trekking across the main lake to get to the other side. But so day 3, kind of uneventful. Didn't see any moose this morning, although one of the other guys in camp ended up taking a real young bull, kind of a 2-pointer spike. And but we didn't see anything, and unbelievable. Look at the flag, it's straight across.
Well, with the moose hunting pretty much coming to a standstill here on day 2, I just wanted to go back in time and share a little bit of footage that we've done up here fishing the last 2 summers. We've had just a blast coming up to Silsby and catching these monster pike. I mean, I can't even tell you what a rush it is to bring in a 42, a 43-inch northern. And these guys have more entries into the record book than any other Manitoba resort as far as northerns go. It is just a spectacular place. And not to mention the shore lunches, the beautiful scenery. So we're kind of sitting here hoping that the weather breaks, looking at some fishing photos, and getting excited for the next day moose hunt. Hopefully that wind dies down.
How's the fishing been lately?
It's been great. Lots of huge trophy pike. I think just in the last couple of days we caught a 45, 46, 47-inch pike. So
Wow.
yeah, you guys should have real good luck.
A few master anglers this year?
Yeah, we already caught I think over 200 so far just in the short month we've been open. So
Impressive.
yeah, yeah.
Well, we're excited for it. This is my first fly-in trip to Canada, and we're excited.
Good.
Let's get fishing.
That's all right. Let's go.
First fish, Craig. Not too bad. Was kind of just doodling around. They're not paying attention. I go, what's going on here?
Craig's got the hot ticket today. Can't go wrong.
My first Silsby Lake walleye, and look at the cut on the back of him.
Say again?
Feel?
Good.
Got him? Wow.
Woo!
Nice job.
Thanks, man.
Hold on, right there.
Wow.
42 inch.
Wow. Nice fish. 42 inch.
What do you think? 42 inches. Master angler.
Congratulations.
He'll be close to 40, won't he? 37-inch Silsby Lake Northern. My biggest one in this trip so far. Well, we've lost just about 2 full days of moose hunting up here, and we're down to the last couple days, a day and a half. So we're getting a little worried if this is going to come together for us. my hunt up here at Silsby has been full of highs and lows, and it started off with great weather, seeing a lot of bulls. We called one out that night, to some of the worst wind and weather that I've ever seen up here. And now we're on to day 5, getting a little nervous if we're gonna see a bull again.
Weather has just been terrible. The first day and a half was great, and ever since then, we probably lost pretty close to a day and a half due to the weather. We couldn't get out. Last night we got out for just a couple hours. The wind died down just a little bit to get to the north side of the lake. Didn't see anything. The wind's still howling out of the north, but not as bad. As we took off this morning, we smoked a rock with the boat, took out the lower unit, so we had to get towed back to the main camp and get a different boat. But it's still early, day 5, and it's supposed to get nice today. Wind died down and sun come out. Tomorrow's supposed to be really nice, so there's still hope. And we just got to our first bay here, and we just did a call and kind of see what happens. Hopefully something comes out today. Gotta stay positive, right?
Well, day 5, the wind finally let up enough for us to get out on the lake. We go to our first spot, we do some calling, not much luck. We travel to the other spot, and as we're getting over there, we see this big bull moose. And it was time to get everything set up and make the shot on this. It happened fast.
Take him. You on him? Down?
Oh, it's aiming at you all the time.
Did you get it?
Yep.
Oh, how did you spot him?
I was looking around and I spotted him right away.
Oh. Did you get him?
Yep.
Oh, thanks, buddy. He looks like a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we were just...
I called here before,
Okay.
and I was sitting over here calling all the time. That thing would be here.
Wow. Well, it is.
Got it.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Make sure my guns, I'm shaking.
Yeah. Oh, stuff right off. You know.
Oh. Well, it is day 5 at Silsby, and after the last 3 days, I didn't think it was gonna happen. It's been cold, rainy, snowy, and wind like unbelievable. Then we hit a rock this morning, took the lower unit out, and went to our first place this morning and called, and we didn't have any luck. And we were gonna try this other bay over here, and I really wasn't even paying attention. I was just waiting to get there. And the boat stops and Charlie grabs me and says, "Moose!" And so we got everything set up. So we didn't get a lot of footage of them, but we're down to the last day here, day and an evening. And the way this weather's been, he looks like a good one. He was kind of quartering at me, so I put it in the front shoulder and he dropped instantly. So let's go find him. Well, you can see how thick this is. And I think he's laying right up over here, so we're gonna go check him out. There's my moose. We had to put a couple more shots in him. I wanted to make sure he was down, but I think he is. Yeah. Yes! Look at this guy. Holy cow. Oh, wow. He's way better than I thought. Beautiful moose. God, look at these fighters, these brow tines on them. Unbelievable. God. I am so happy. Thanks again, you guys, for coming along here. Silsby Lake Lodge, big bull moose. How do we get him out of here now? Oh, he is nice.
Well, I tell you what, looking back at my hunt up at Silsby was just an unbelievable experience. between all the highs and the lows, and then coming down to the wire, we ended up taking this great moose. And I am so very thankful to have the opportunity to go up to Silsby and harvest that moose. I can't wait to go back there. And I tell you, everyone else in camp that week ended up taking bulls too. And there was even some really good ones. Matter of fact, one went 53 inches, and it's just an incredible place. Between the northern fishing and these big bull moose, I recommend this to anybody. I can't wait to go back.
Well, here is my moose, day 5 up at Silsby Lake Lodge. And I didn't think it was gonna happen, man. We've had such bad weather the last few days. I mean, we didn't even get to hunt there for about a day and a half. And today it's still windy out, but we thought, well, let's get out and try and get to the north side of the lake. And we didn't get too far, and we hit a rock and took out the lower unit. But we got out here, we made a few calls, and Charlie said, let's go try the other spot. And on the way over there, I wasn't even paying attention, and Charlie goes, moose! And we found this guy standing up here and got everything set up, made a good shot on him, dropped them, and this is what we found. Unbelievable, nice looking moose. He's got great fighter's brow tines. You can see where he's been fighting with another moose. He's got 2 holes in his horns and fur, broken points. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I am very happy with this bull moose. Oh, just an incredible animal. Thank you so much. Very happy.
Now, as we continue on our 5th season of Wildlife Pursuit, it's interesting to think about all the miles that we travel and all the small towns that we go through to get to those destinations. The reality is many of us are from these small towns, and we have opportunities that exist in our backyards. Now, in this week's show, you saw Craig Wendt, who's from Buffalo, North Dakota, go outside of the box to a destination that provided both some amazing hunting and world-class fishing. And I think that's the takeaway as you think about where you're from, whether it's a small town like Buffalo, Roy, Montana, or Camp Crook, or a large city across the United States. Those opportunities are there, not only in your backyard, but maybe a few miles or a short plane ride away. So think about what you can accomplish in the outdoors and how you can find those special moments. And as always, thanks for letting us share these stories with you.
Wildlife Pursuit is brought to you by Dead Downwind, Elite Archery, G5, Gold Tip, Danner, Lacrosse, Clam, Onyx, and Tenzing.